the first thing to keep in mind when you get to that point is empathy and respect. These are adults. They raised you. They've been driving for a very long time. They know what they're doing. They've just had a decline physically. That's not just age, but other physical conditions that make it impossible for them to drive safely. And so you want to be very respectful to your parent and acknowledge that they know what they're doing, but their bodies are changing and their needs are changing and their ability to drive is also changing, and that's just natural and normal. So the more calm you can be, the more matter of fact you can be. You're probably stressed out. It's a very anxiety provoking situation when you see them getting in the car and you just, cross your fingers and hope everybody makes it home alive. But you want to just calm that down, because if you come off really strong with your parents on this, they're going to push back, because what this represents is one of the biggest and probably most major portents that their life is coming to a close. It represents loss of control and loss of independence, probably almost more than anything else. And so if they can get by with it, they're going to push back against losing their ability to drive, against relinquishing the keys. So you just want to be really respectful of that. Ask them questions, ask them how they feel. Plan on doing this over the course of several conversations, not just, okay, mom, okay, dad, let's lose the keys. We're gonna be done now. It needs to be a gradual thing. Ask questions like, it seems like driving's getting to be kind of a hassle for you. How do you feel about maybe cutting back a little bit? Or are you finding it's hard to get around town? Are you having trouble navigating when it's getting dark at night? Are there certain situations that are making it, sort of challenging for you to feel comfortable in the car? Ask questions. Help them verbalize their feelings and, maybe steer in a direction that hits at some of their concerns. Like, what do you think about if you weren't driving? Let's imagine, what are you most concerned about? Missing out on fun times with family and friends? Do you feel like you're going to be stranded and abandoned? Maybe you won't be able to get groceries. You won't be able to get to the beauty parlor or the hardware store. How can we help address those concerns so that you can still get around? You can still get what you need. Maybe I could help you. We could go for a ride on the senior transit once or twice, just for fun. Let's try it. I'll go with you. Let's maybe set up for a service that delivers groceries. If you haven't tried that yet, it is very common, and that would certainly eliminate the need for you to hop in the car. I'll come out once a week and we'll do your errands and your doctor appointments together, and that would be fun too. So let's talk about some of those alternatives and some of the things that maybe they're concerned about. So those are kind of gentle ways that you want to approach the topic with them. If they're still resistant, there are things that you can do and you have to do. You want to engage professionals like the doctor. There are certain diagnoses where if you know that they've got Alzheimer's, they have to report them to the DMV. They're not allowed to drive anymore. The doctor will help you with that. If there's been a fender bender and the police officer has noticed that there was, maybe a problem mixing up the brake pedal and the gas pedal, they can help guide it such that they have to report it to the DMV. The DMV is more than happy to request that the elderly driver come on in and take another test, behind the wheel test, not just the written kind. And, if they're able to do it, fine. If they're not able to pass the test, then that's pretty definitive. And once most people, if they lose their license, usually they'll give up. And they probably know already in their hearts. They may be denying it, but they know they're struggling, and they really are looking to you to help guide them, to help make this not too painful for them, and to help them stay safe and keep others safe. So that's your responsibility, and it's something that you can really help them with if you do it in a kind way. Rally your siblings. If you've got somebody that's maybe your little sister, daddy's little girl, and he caves whenever she asks for anything, maybe she's the one that needs to talk to him about, hey, Dad, let's talk about maybe hanging up the keys. Maybe she's the one you want to get. Or maybe your brother's just more strong and firm and confrontational, but he doesn't care if somebody gets upset or doesn't get, if they get mad. Maybe he's going to just say, look, guys, love you, not safe, no more driving. So just, even if your siblings don't agree, let's pull them together and pull their skill sets and their resources together with where there's consensus, which is safety, and present a united front with your parents. And finally, if they still refuse, then it's time to get creative. And there's a number of things that you can do to help your parents stay safe, stay out from behind the wheel when it's time. And I talk about those in my recent blog article. So you're welcome to hit the link or go to elliemccloud.com/blog. And there's a recent article with some tips and some ways to help you navigate this situation with your parents about the driving. So we'll talk again soon. Thank you.